Welcome to West Country Wanderings and welcome to another one of my Cornish series. Welcome to Kerno. Today I'm back in the town of Parr. I've caught the train down from Gloucestershire. I've met up with my daughter again. We're going to head this time to Parr Beach. It's a beautiful sunny day here in July. Very warm weather today. It's about 25 degrees. It's going to be a bit of a fun one, this one. We're just going to do the beach. We can see the sea, maybe put my telephoto lens and see what's out at sea. A little bit of history as well though, because it continues the circle of what I've been doing about Treffry. We came here originally to look at Treffry's viaduct and then we did the canal, the Parr Canal. So this time we're going to have a look at what remains of Parr Docks. See you in a bit. One of the other things that Parr has, I always seem to be covering new things, is Parr Track. This is a top grade athletics track. You do have to pay to use it, but it also has a pavilion over there. And yeah, the facilities here, really good. So it's all surprising when you come to Parr to see what you're going to see in this amazing place in mid-Cornwall. Now, we've now left Parr railway station, crossed over where that running track is, and now we've come to the most unusual thing, which has the most unusual bit of history. Now, this isn't a railway line, as you can see there, crossing point only. This is a private road. And in that direction down there, it goes to St Blazy, where we were in the Parr Canal video, and that railway turntable. In that direction, it goes down to the port of Foy, and it does that going through Pinnock Tunnel. In fact, this road is a private road only used for China clay lorries. This used to be the railway line that ran between St Blazy and Foy, and it closed, I think it was in 1968, and then it was converted to a private road shortly afterwards. Now, the Southwest Coast Path also crosses over this point. In fact, it turns right here, but unfortunately at the moment, well, not unfortunately, they are actually doing work on the Coast Path. And it goes along there, but it is closed, it says there, from the 4th for 10 days, so it'll be reopening again soon. By the time this video goes up, it'll be back in action, but we're continuing along here towards the beach. Now, see, they're asking for volunteers for opening up the repath and clearing the ragwort, which is really important because that's an invasive plant. This is the Park Leisure holiday complex, and it's actually very nice indeed. Our way towards the beach continues along here. Now, they're great chalets here, but unfortunately the signage seems to be lacking. It's not telling where the footpath goes. So we've then turned right out of that bit where the Southwest Coast Path closed, entered it, and then turned right when we entered the holiday park, and now we go down here towards the beach. Here we go. It's a very hot day here, so we've got a bit of sand dunes. There's actually a wildlife lake. Perhaps we'll be able to have a look at that shortly, that maybe down in that direction, as we've been on the beach and had a look at what we can see of Parr Docks. But yeah, so we're on the dunes bit here, and it's a good place for wildlife. I think once we just get over this dune here, we may be able to see the sea. Beautiful white sand here as well. It's sparkling in this sunlight. Yes, there we go. Wow. And this is literally 5-10 minutes walk from Parr station. Absolutely fantastic. That's terrific. We'll go and have a closer look. There, look at that. We've got very soft sand and very silvery and sparkly sand here. It's a delight to walk on actually, and it also looks pretty good too. And so we've come in through the holiday park, which is a shortcut from the Parr station, and as you can see, there's hardly anyone on this end of the beach here at Parr Beach in Cornwall. Now, the only downside to this beach at the moment is the large amount of seaweed which has been washed up, and which at this end of the beach at least is starting to rot, and of course gives off that not very nice sort of sulphury smell. But as I say, the sand is absolutely luxurious. I think that's probably why all the bathers are at the other ends of this beach and cove. A bit of a surprise coming up. This is the other end of the beach, and where have we got that lovely cove? You might think it is all lovely and touristy, which it is, but we also have this, and this is Par Docks, also an important part of the China clay industry in Cornwall. I will tell you some more. So this is Par Docks, and you have these China clay dries, and they're used in part of the China clay manufacturing process here in Cornwall. The docks themselves have gradually been run down over the years. In fact, most of the docks are no longer used. They used to export the China clay themselves from the docks here. In fact, the docks was opened by our friend Treffry. I'll put in the date below because I can't remember. I haven't got my notes with me, but he opened these docks in conjunction with his canal, and his viaduct is like one grand scheme to boost the industry in this part of mid-Cornwall. Now, since the docks are closed, they are still used by the mussel harvesting industry. And the line that we looked at in the previous video, where I saw that level crossing, as far as I can make out, occasionally does see trains still going in to service the docks there. I would imagine that's to do with the China clay industry, but I'm not sure. If anybody has any more information as to what that might be before, then please drop a comment in the usual way below. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is walk to the end of the beach and meet my daughter over there, and then we're going to make our way, if we can, and the weather doesn't get up to too high temperature, to a beautiful cove which has its own little harbour, which is situated somewhere over there between there and the headland. And the Par Docks has its own breakwater, which you can see there on the middle left of the screen, and I think that was built shortly after the docks were opened here, just outside the Cornish town of Par. So there is the beautiful Par Beach with its lovely white silvery sand. I've just headed back towards the sand dunes because the footpath is on the very left of the screen now. You can see it above, well, between the field and where the greenery ends, top of the cliff face here in Par. But beautiful day here today. Really enjoying this. It is warm, but it's a beautiful sight with the sea and the sand and everything. It's just a lovely spot, and quieter than a lot of the other Cornish beaches. And as I say, it's just a short walk from Par Station. Now, if you're not arriving by train, Par Beach also has a good car park. I've managed to get an ice cream, Kelly's Ice Cream, fantastic local Cornish ice cream from Bodmin, I believe. There's also a kiosk there selling coffees, a bit too warm for a coffee today, and cold drinks as well. So I'll probably pick up one of those on the way back from our walk down to the cove. See you in a bit. We're now just up on the southwest coast path, walking to our cove. That's looking back down on Par Beach. And you also have rock pools down there as well. Your walk along the southwest coast path is rewarded by this beautiful cove. I don't have a map in front of me, so I'll insert the title of this cove now. Stunning here. The flowers on the cliff tops as well, and the southwest coast path continues above it. We're going to make our way around there to the second cove of the day, but that is just absolutely stunning. So that down there is the little harbour of Polkerris, and that's where we're headed next. beautiful spot here at Polkerris, over here on the beach. So in Polkerris you also have a pub, Rashley Inn, there's a restaurant and also a beach shop where you can get ice creams, well, the usual things, buckets and spades, wetsuits and even paddle boards. So now looking at the harbour wall, if I just pan the camera around to the left, you'll see where I started our walk today down by Par Docks. In fact, if I keep going left, right over there is the town of St Austell and its own beach, Carlisle Bay. Well, that's it from West Country Wanderings for today here at Par and Polkerris. I hope you enjoyed the little wander from the station to the beach, the docks and this delightful little cove here in mid-Cornwall. What I'm going to do now, walk back to Par to catch my train back to Gloucestershire. While I do that, I'm going to swap the lens over and take some photographs and conclude the video today even with those photographs set to some music. Hope you enjoy that too. Hope to see you on the channel again very, very soon as well. Take care of yourselves. All the best for now. Cheers. Goodbye.